Hey there, welcome back. Apple is working on a thinner and lighter version of the MacBook Air that the company plans to release during the second half of this year at the earliest or in 2022, according to a new report by well-connected Bloomberg journalist Mark Gurman. It will include Apple's MagSafe charging technology and a next-generation version of the company's in-house Mac processors. Apple has discussed making the laptop smaller by shrinking the border around the screen, which will remain 13 inches. The current model weighs 2.8 pounds and is just over half an inch at its thickest point. The company considered building a larger version of the MacBook Air with a 15-inch screen, but Apple isn't moving forward with this for the next generation, said the people, who asked not to be identified discussing private matters. An Apple spokeswoman declined to comment. According to the new 13-inch MacBook Air model will also have a pair of USB 4 ports for connecting external devices. The current MacBook Air, upgraded in November with Apple Silicon, is expected to remain in the company's lineup as an entry-level offering. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has previously said that Apple will introduce a new MacBook Air at some point in 2022, suggesting there may not be a refresh in 2021. According to Kuo, the MacBook Air coming in 2022 will feature a mini LED display, a prediction also echoed by DigiTimes. With the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro models introduced in October 2020, Apple reinvented MagSafe, the name once used for the breakaway magnetic charging cables designed for the MacBook. MagSafe was fully phased out of the Mac lineup, and the last machine with MagSafe, the 2017 MacBook Air, was discontinued by Apple in July 2019. Kuo recently claimed the MagSafe charging connector design will be restored to Apple's MacBooks in future designs, though it was not quite clear what that meant since Apple has transitioned to USB-C. However, Gurman in a separate report clarified that the MagSafe port will be a standalone charging port used instead of USB-C, with the new port located next to the USB-C ports. MacBook Air 2021 release date. According to Apple insider Mark Gurman of Bloomberg, the newly redesigned MacBook Air will either go on sale in the second half of 2021 or early 2022 at the latest. Gurman has a history of releasing deep Apple intel, much of which often turns out to be true. Given that Apple added a new CPU to last year's model, this year could be the perfect time to pair that new chip with an updated design. While we strongly feel that 2021 will be the year of a new MacBook Air design, the ongoing effects of the coronavirus pandemic might hinder manufacturing plans. MacBook Air 2021 price. The MacBook Air has always been the more affordable option when entering into the Mac family. However, while the current Air will likely continue to start at $999, the redesigned model will reportedly sit at a higher price tier. MacBook Air 2021 design. The reason why you should hold out for the MacBook Air 2021 over the current MacBook Air with M1 is that it's looking to be a significant design upgrade. Apart from MagSafe charging that's reportedly being reintroduced to the entire MacBook lineup, the 2021 Air will reportedly be lighter as well. The current MacBook Air weighs in at 2.8 pounds, but several Windows laptops weigh less, such as the 2.6-pound Dell XPS 13. The MacBook Air continues to feature a chunky border around its display, a jarring inclusion considering other high-end laptops are almost bezel-less, but Bloomberg reports that Apple will make the Air smaller by shrinking the border around the screen. As for fans hoping for a 15-inch iteration of the 2021 MacBook Air, there's bad news. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, a 15-inch model was being considered, but those plans have been put on the back burner. MacBook Air 2021 specs. Last year, Apple introduced its new M1 chip to the MacBook Air. Reviewers were stunned at the level of performance Apple's new ARM-based chip provided, especially for an Ultrabook. There are two potential outcomes for a 2021 MacBook Air, a slightly upgraded M1 chip or the rumored M1X. Given that the MacBook Air is a thin and light machine, there's less room inside for cooling and heat dissipation. For this reason, we believe the new Air will receive a slightly